So, sorry, camera battery wore out. So, about 3:55. Anyway, so still at City Hall, hoping to see the city attorney. His office hours are supposedly, according to the legal department, Monday and Friday. Not like 8 to 4 or anything, just Monday and Friday. So we don't really know what time he's going to be here, and it's like a big secret. They don't really want to tell me what time. She just keeps saying that he's not here. She can have him email me and stuff. So, but she previously told me his office hours are Monday and Friday. So it's Friday. So I stopped in once earlier. He wasn't here. So I came back. He's still not here. So now I'm sort of just waiting, hoping maybe he stops by his office or something. I've been here plenty of Monday and Fridays. I've never actually seen the dude here. I think he's really at Newby Lewis, Kaminsky, and Jones, where his private practice is, and I think they just pretend, like this is his office so they can call him the city attorney. But in reality, the legal department and the city attorney are two different entities. The legal department is a statutorily created board, or like a statutorily created department for the city of LaPorte. The city attorney is just some guy that they paid money to represent him. So I'm trying to do my business with the city of LaPorte's legal department, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm trespassing, if I'm on a trespass list in this building right here, where I'm trespassing at all the time. I'm trying to figure out why I'm only trespassing here 2 out of the 200 times that I've been here. Why is it only 1% of the time that I'm in this building I'm trespassing? And why is it always the same badge number 2 Assistant Chief of Police Julie Smith, who's involved in my original complaint, who seems to think I'm trespassing, but none of the other 40-something police officers on the department have interpreted a love letter to be legally authorizing. Anyway, so there's a case in Kokomo, Indiana, Stephen L. Travis, where this individual was trespassed from a park. Went to the Court of Appeals. The state of Indiana in 2004 decided on this, and this is the precedential case law, where basically they decided that Mr. Travis couldn't be trespassing in the park because the Kokomo Police Department didn't have the authority to trespass him from the park unless he had previously committed an ordinance violation. So I've been trying to figure out what ordinance violation I've committed to be trespassed from the building all day. I've been to the Ordinance Violations Bureau. They seem to think I'm talking about a traffic ticket. I've been to the legal department, which, as you can see, is now haunted again. She's in there trying to get the police to come down here and tell me to disperse or something. She doesn't shut the lights off. This is what they do when I actually try to talk to the city attorney and get some stuff resolved with actual law, stuff like that. So, but I can't, which means right now, according to what the people that work for the city of LaPorte say, I'm not even loitering. And I'm sort of just sitting here chilling because they don't have a ticket process for this anymore. So they got an ordinance that I could literally be violating right now that would give them the legal authority to trespass me from the building. But they don't have a process to actually give me the $50 ticket for the ordinance violation. It's crazy. I'm literally here trying to map out the process on how to actually convict me, and they're still trying to kick me out of the fucking building. It's hilarious. But yeah, sort of just, I don't see too many of y'all talk about I'm on house arrest or I done gave up or whatever. I just ain't been posting these videos as much. Still make them, just ain't been posting them. But yeah, here we are. No ankle monitors, no house arrest, no convictions. I'm not trespassing. I don't even see any police. It's almost like she just gave up and said fuck her job because there's no way to legally remove me from the building. It's pretty neat how that works, right? You guys been watching my shit for years, being like, he's trespassing, he's trespassing. They told him to leave. After enough time, they done figured out that shit ain't legal. So you can holler it all you want. You can holler that shit all you want. Don't work no more. Judges don't believe you. Prosecutor's office can't convict you. Don't nobody want to ruin their reputation for your dumb shit. So you make yourself look like a child. It's pretty amusing. But anyway, I could have sat here till 4:30. You know. But I ain't got as much of my own time to waste today, so I'm gonna cut out. But just to prove the point here, you know what I mean? They'd rather just shut their office down, pretend they're not even there, turn the lights off, you know, instead of admit that they're wrong. You could have did it the right way. You could have charged me with loitering or some shit, or ordinance violation. Could have gave me the $50 ticket. Could have had an appeals process in place for this, which you don't. That's the thing. Here's the best part. This whole appeals process for the ordinance violation applies to all ordinances. There is no appeal process in the city of LaPorte. So I'm about to try to get every single fucking traffic ticket that's ever been written around here reversed. I'm gonna try to get these people their money back from the Traffic Violations Bureau, because there is no appeal process on the record in the city of LaPorte. You can't just take people's money without an appeal process. That's called a bill of attainder, which is illegal. So here's the nice little hole that they dug themselves. By trying to bury their shit with me, instead of just acknowledging the reality of it, I'm going to make them stick to it. I'm going to cost them a lot of fucking money. And they might not admit that they did things wrong with me, but they're basically going to claim that they did it wrong with everyone else. And this is why I give them these opportunities, because they're so forward that they ignore them, and then they do some other ignorant ass shit that lets me run them up much into like deeper bullshit. So here they are, refusing to acknowledge that this trespass order is bullshit, because there's no ordinance violation. There's no appeal process. So I'm going to put them into court, and they're going to give all these traffic violation fees back to the people that live in the city. And then, probably then, they're going to figure out to stop fucking burying lies with more lies, because it bites them in the ass. This is going to cost a lot of money. And pretty stupid mistake to make. You know I'm always trying to catch you up, but rest assured, that's the fucking outcome. I ain't letting this trespass shit die until they acknowledge publicly what they did and validate what I'm talking about, or they can ride that bullshit out. And I'll apply that bullshit to every single fucking fee that I can possibly put into a courtroom. I'm going to give all these people their money back. But anyway, like I said, pretty much over with. Point proven. The legal department has no fucking clue what they're doing. The city attorneys are never going to be here. So they expect you to just, you're guilty because they said you are. If you want to plead not guilty to a traffic violation, you can't. You're fucked. Because there is no appeal process. Because the one that we have is from 1985 and it's been repealed. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. Just doing the job, huh? Anyway. Off we go. Maybe they'll get the point today. Maybe, oh shit, we're back to this nonsense. Civility Council LaPorte. Yeah. I can show you the director of code enforcement telling me he doesn't give a rat's ass about my civil rights. Sitting right in front of this very sign. I can't believe they're about to try to do this Civility Council bullshit again. I thought it was gonna be a dead issue. Oh,
Taking off?
I don't know. Am I? Are you taking off?
I don't know.
What are we doing? What are you guys doing? What's up, Mr. Reed?
Sir?
You figure out what alcohol smells like yet? No? Can I walk safely without knowing that you let some drunk motherfucker drive off because you know him? No? Anyway, so like I said, come down here, waste some good old tax dollars. You know what I mean? Nice big gas guzzler. I'm assuming this Mr. Reed's car. His fat ass probably can't get up in that SUV. Anyway, like I said, just down here wasting money. Ain't no rhyme or reason to it. These motherfuckers didn't even go inside until I came out. So I don't know what the fuck their purpose is to ask me, am I leaving? Shit. Y'all are nickel and diming the taxpayers. I'm gonna sit here and check this shit out for a minute. Maybe we can get us an interview with Officer Dan Reed here. We can figure out why he's so insistent in my February 2016 video that he can smell cigarettes on my breath. I'm gonna go outside. It's gonna be so funny, but yeah, he testified that he couldn't smell alcohol on his buddy Tron Gorbancinco right before he let him go, and he killed 2 people in a car accident. You know what I mean? Because Mr. Reed was unable to figure out that this gentleman was drunk once he crashed into the side of another vehicle and somebody called the cops on him. Now, the individual that called the cops, just gonna point out real quick, had they been recording their interaction with the police wouldn't have been able to refuse to file a report, lie about this shit, cover up the 2 deaths that they let happen. You know what I mean? I'll also point out, had Officer Reed been fired for any of his interactions with me, he wouldn't have been able to be there that night in October, 2017, to let some EMT drive off in his Mustang trashed-ass drunk and kill 2 people. Mr. Reed was fired, we wouldn't have a judge calling him disgraceful, calling him a dereliction of duty. You know what I mean? That's the thing, is the most hard-ass judge in this town, obviously my judge, they shifted shit around until I ended up with the worst guy to be in front of. Anyway, this dude he don't never back the citizen, never the defendant. He don't give a fuck about you. This dude is, he's a piece of the system for real. He believes the police. When this dude is calling for your department to discipline you in the newspaper, but then also fully acknowledging, hopefully you'll be disciplined, which by the way, they haven't. I've submitted public records requests for this. Officer Reed, Officer Hagler, Officer Seitz, none of them were disciplined for any of this. They let 2 people die. You know what I mean? The city paid out a hefty lawsuit for this. There's all kinds of public scrutiny, puts the judicial system into disrepute. You know what I mean? People think that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if a drunk driver kills your family. The police ain't going to do shit. Courts ain't going to do shit. They're going to lock up the guy that drove into your family member's car drunk, but they ain't going to lock up the police that let it fucking happen. You know why that is? It's not the police's job. All that protect and serve shit, they're under no legal obligation to do that. They are legally not obligated to prevent you from even being murdered. You know what I mean? There was no legal obligation for them to stop this individual. We as a society has decided upon that. Their legal obligations are, though, to protect these politicians. You don't like the way shit's going? You want to speak up on it? That's what their job is, to tell you to get the fuck out. Shut up and leave. But once they figure out they can't make you shut up and leave, see what happens. They sit outside quietly and they wait their fucking turn. And as I said, this woman's up there in this fucking office refusing to do her job because she don't want to call anybody else a liar. So she's just going to keep burying herself in her hole. But how'd that work? You see, I sat up there. I'm clearly trespassing, right? Because I was trespassing 2 out of the 150 times I've been in this building. So I must be trespassing every time I'm in the building. Police didn't even come in the building. It was like she went and hid in her office. They hung out here, waited outside until I was ready to fucking talk to them. It's almost like they can't get me out of the fucking building legally because what I'm saying is correct. Stephen L. Travis and Kokomo got this issue decided long ago. Police, absent some form of criminal activity, have no authority to arrest you for trespassing. They cannot. The police have zero, absolutely fucking no authority to trespass you from a public place, absent an ordinance violation in place, giving them the prerequisite authority to do so. Now that ordinance has to be up to par. That ordinance has got to be written correctly. It's got to make some fucking sense. Ours doesn't. And it's got to be enforceable. Enforceable means you have to provide the individual with an appeal process. Otherwise, this is called a fucking bill of attainder, okay? You can't just decide that somebody owes you fucking money without any sort of a hearing or a decision on your innocence or guilt, okay? Now, the legal process for this, just so we're clear, would be handled by the misdemeanor and ordinance/infraction violations bureau of the local Superior Court. So that'd be Superior Court 3 and Superior Court 4 here in LaPorte County. Judge Thorne and Judge Friedman, both of which have recused from matters directly connected to this. Spoke with the police today, you'll see that video, but there is no ordinance. I was never accused of violating an ordinance. They just show up, see that I'm requesting public records, and determine that I'm trespassing. And I would need to have been accused of loitering first. I'm not loitering, but I would need to have accused of loitering, and then I would be able to challenge my guilt on that. And there would have been a hearing with likely something of an administrative law judge. Never happened. That's why I'm setting out here about to walk my happy ass home without a worry in the world, because I was just in that building. And I wasn't trespassing, and if I was, the police wouldn't be sitting their happy asses outside waiting for me to tell them that it's okay to go in. So, if you watch these videos, and one of these slick asses commenting like, you know what the fuck is going on, you make sense of everything you just seen today. Tell me what exactly it is that I'm doing wrong, that I somehow managed to not get myself arrested, since I'm literally trying to map out the process on how to convict me, and I'm still being told we don't want to talk to you. Like, I can't even help you convict me the right way. I'm not even claiming I want to beat it anymore. I'm trying to, this is more for me. I'd like to have some sort of hope in the justice system. Maybe it works. Hell, if you guys can at least convict me the right way, I can at least believe in a little bit of it. I can't even get them to fucking, pay enough attention to the law when I'm trying to help them. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. And you guys have a blasty blast trying to tell yourselves that I'm on house arrest and that I'm not allowed in these buildings, and everything the police says is true. Because if that's the case, old Officer Reed should have tackled me or something, right, when I walked out the door, right? Yeah, it would seem so. It would seem like most of you are full of shit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you came to LaPorte, you'd just be subjecting yourself to civil rights violations for no fucking reason. But anyway, like I said, you guys have a nice day. I don't wait it out here long enough, just so nobody thinks I'm like running off on them or avoiding the police. I don't really see them coming back out here until I'm gone. You know what I mean? They fear for their safety and all this shit. And so I'm big bad, 5'8", 5'9", 133 pounds or some shit. Big bad, intimidating, scary old Throgmorton with his notepad, his ink pen, his stupid fucking law quotations. Anyway, sorry, I'm just getting to the point. I think a lot of this shit's ridiculous, so it's getting to be funny. Anyway, I'm out of here. Point proven once again. You guys have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the curiosity. Appreciate all the people that keep up with this. You know, to all the subscribers, the viewers, the people that stay up late letting these ads play and shit, so I can get a couple pennies from YouTube every once in a while. You know, you're all appreciated. To the trolls and shit, people that challenge everything I say with your ignorance and shit. Thank you as well. You only provide me with an opportunity to further explain this shit, make it clear and concise to normal people. But yeah, maybe some of you would be on these 21 pages of law enforcement investigatory documents about my YouTube channel here soon. I'll be getting. I'm trying to figure out what 21 pages the LaPorte Police Department has about my YouTube could possibly be about if these motherfuckers aren't sitting around commenting with all this bullshit. The same bullshit legal opinions that I hear verbatim from these same police officers in person. You guys definitely ain't on my YouTube channel commenting this nonsense. That'd be fucking stupid. Yeah, that'd be really stupid. Anyway. But apparently, according to your city attorney, you're utilizing my copyrighted YouTube channel, which you insist I'm committing crimes on, so I'm apparently getting paid for my criminal activity, and you ain't saying shit. But you know what I mean? These are according to the city attorney, law enforcement investigatory materials. So I'm being paid for crimes apparently that I'm being investigated for, which is illegal. I'm also, they're using my videos for deliberative materials, meaning these motherfuckers are shaping policy and procedure. They're voting after watching my YouTube. How do we fix our community's problems? Let's watch one of Throgmorton's old YouTube videos. He's always dropping a bunch of good ass ideas. Community gardens, urban agriculture ordinance, training for the police. Yeah, we need some good ideas. Let's deliberate on old Throgmorton's YouTube videos. Deliberative materials are really very easy to argue the exemption for. That's why. Same with attorney work product and shit. Criminal intelligence information. Blanket denials that usually fly. They haven't flew with any of my shit yet. I done got all this disclosed, but typically attorneys use these bullshit excuses because they work. But what happens when you use a few of them all at once? You know what I mean? Put too much shit in the recipe, now it tastes funny. Anyway, so y'all follow me around, document my criminal activity, and you figure out how to vote in your city council meetings on it. That's rich. That's just great. And then you dumbasses did it with my copyrighted material, which is going to be real interesting. See how this plays out in court. But like I said, thank you for watching. I'm going to get off here. It was way too long of a video. I'm just ranting about shit, being funny. But yeah, point proven. Changed my mind. I'm trespassing, right? So why these officers didn't bum rush me? Why they didn't just run up in here and arrest me? Why are they sitting outside here waiting for their turn to come in? You know what I mean? These people are just doing their jobs. Why are they sitting in here on the phone with the lights off for 20 minutes? Begging these police, please, please, please tell him to leave. We can't. He's not actually breaking the law. You got to stop crying wolf with these burglar alarms because somebody's really going to come in here one day to do something to you that's not Throgmorton, and we're not actually going to fucking show up because you've desensitized us to it. It's pretty funny. Like, how stupid do you got to be able to be unable to keep a motherfucker safe? You got a $20,000 camera system in here. I'm clearly some sort of violent, deranged lunatic. That's the story, right? So just sit outside here in front of your fucking cars and wait for me to come out on the sidewalk. Because that's where I'm trespassing, right? That's where I got arrested for trespassing in February 2016. Right over here on the sidewalk. And then in the road when they told me to go off the sidewalk. And then in the crosswalk when they told me to get out of the road. And then I was arrested for disorderly conduct for telling them they're fucking stupid for eliminating all of my options. But shit. I'm just sitting here rambling around, talking away. Just waiting and waiting and waiting for a police officer to come out here and tell me I'm fucking trespassing and he's not showing. So I know I've just been saying this over and over and over, but I'm really just going to fucking wrap this video up because clearly they're not coming back out here. No, they're going to sit in there until 4:30. They'll probably even block the doors to where I can't get back in. That's called a fucking babysitter. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'm out.